I recognize that music. I can't start off like this. That's embarrassing.
We'll just rewind it.
Hey, I recognize that music. What's your favorite music station?
That's right, babies. We're all going to talk like this today.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
There's
It's a Pukey Tuesday.
you see Joshua over there? He's my main man.
That's not Josh, that's Rockin' Josh.
Oh, babies.
Rockin' Josh on the air with you right now.
Yeah, baby. I'll tell you what, my crotch kind of itches. How about yours, Josh?
It's always itching.
Okay, you want me to kiss it? What's that happen? Who was that?
Hello and welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. That's Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
Why does she always look so professional? Makes me feel like an amateur. Wait a minute.
Well, that's very nice of you to say.
Do you have a job interview today?
I do not.
You're all
Work
dressed
out,
up.
Have a lunch.
What is that, like Moulin
Have a
or something?
facial?
What kind of... you?
Wait a minute.
Hey, she's getting a facial today, Tom.
Wow. No, I think she's giving a facial.
Hey,
No,
Pat,
I'm
you ever give a
getting-
facial to anybody?
I'm going to take the fifth on this
All right, okay.
No, you're going to drink a fifth. Very fun. Those were the days.
I've never done that.
Okay.
No,
let's
could we just move forward?
I never thought to.
Yeah, you know something?
In the throes.
Well, you've never thought much. Why don't you stop thinking right now and introduce the band?
And just, hi, Pat Godwin.
Hello, chick again. I missed you. I just talked to you 5 seconds ago.
Weird, right?
Yeah.
There's
I love
Josh
you.
Arnold at the Love You More at the I Hate Steven Singer Sidekick Central.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby.
Lock it in and rip the knob off.
Oh, that's a radio station.
Lock it in and rip the knob off.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
Chick.
interesting.
Hello, Tom.
I've never heard that.
Josh, while you were gone, I had the opportunity to do a jock show on my old high school radio station.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
It was so much fun. I had
Nice.
forgotten.
Did you talk up the hits?
Yeah, I did.
Did you hit the post?
Why don't
I
we
did
have,
not hit the post because I told you I didn't get to operate my own board, so it was a little.
Why don't we have, you can always blame the operator.
Always.
Why don't we have audio?
Yeah, I gave it to Jason. I don't know if it was good enough or it was not that good of
It might be
audio.
not up to our standards? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand
Not the
that.
talent, mind you.
Oh.
Just
The content was
audio
fine,
file.
the technical, yeah.
Hey, now,
Yes.
Pat, I know since we had some sleight of hand with guests today, you're welcome to come in the room here if
I'd
you'd
love
like.
to. I miss you guys.
You can come in the big room
Fun in the
today.
big room.
It's like at
whoa.
Thanksgiving, you know, you got you at the kids' table. By the way, that is a tradition that I've always enjoyed, and it's always more fun at the kids' table. You ever noticed that? First of all,
course it
because you get
is.
in and out, you get done a lot quicker,
Yeah,
right?
you get to eat first.
Yeah, and then you get to leave.
Being
Hey,
at the
we're going to go
kids-
outside and play football.
Right.
All these guys, blah, blah,
Being
blah.
at the kids' table is also a great way to pick up chicks. Not the little kids, but you show someone that you're so wonderful with the children that
So, excuse me one second. Ace, can you do sports today?
you know what I meant.
Apparently, Diddy is going to have to go out.
Boy, they do just keep getting younger and younger, don't they?
And they
Yikes.
keep coming out of the woodwork.
Holy
A lot of photos out.
I had
Yikes.
gone, but I was on Romper Room, right? Yeah.
Yes. So what you mean is by
Yeah.
showing affection for
Yes, it's the
I
same
see.
thing like at a wedding when you
I see.
when you
Okay.
dance with the littlest bridesmaid, you put her on your feet and dance
Yeah,
around.
it's so
Oh, he's
sweet.
so
Yeah, but
sweet
Or
there's
if you
with
have a
her.
puppy and you go to the park.
But there's a zone these days where it's kind of got to be,
No,
under.
I don't think
You're
there
making
is.
this creepy.
Yes, you got
He's the one that
you
started
got
it.
your creepy on. Stop it.
My whole point was how much fun it is to sit at the little kids' table, and
Yeah.
when Godwin's gets to come in here, which
Oh,
is
it's the
rare,
best.
Right.
it's like you're coming to the big boy table.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
We're hosting Thanksgiving again this year. I'm a little nervous about it.
What time should I be there?
What time would you
your
like
guests.
to come?
2 o'clock.
Okay. I think we're eating later this year.
You're having Godwin come over?
Sure, he can
Just
come.
invite
Tie
him
down the
on the air.
lamps.
Well, fortunately, I don't have a lot of
Your son, when he's
lamps.
4, breaks one lamp.
Breaks one lamp and never again. Huh?
You and Jimmy are more than welcome to come to
I think we're hosting Thanksgiving. I was actually at one of our favorite restaurants the other day that often provides a couple of
Right.
sides for Thanksgiving.
Right.
They're already signing people up.
Are they really?
Yes.
Oh, I need to get over there.
But, hey, sweet potato casserole, come on. You got
I know.
You don't want to miss out.
Oh, I'm going to hire out a lot of it.
Now, Joshy, are you going to be here or are you going to be in the family in St. Louis for Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving Day, I'm not sure. I haven't heard any of the plans yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever hosted?
Yes,
yeah,
me.
I hosted Pat and Jimmy one
That
year.
was a blast. You were great.
I meant hosted your brothers and everything.
No. But
Yeah, I guess I don't count.
I have offered for them to all come here.
I was
and,
going to say that's a lot to ask all of them to
We
come
need to
here.
go to New York City and do the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Have you done that?
The way we do it, and we could put it up on talk about the floats and stuff, just like Betty White and Alan Ludden. What do you think, Tom?
The problem with that is, I for example, I went to New York City on July 4th a while back.
Too crowded?
Yeah. I mean, it was terrifying. To see the fireworks, and there were people just crammed in. It was not as cool.
Not for you?
No.
Yeah, I'd be crammed for that.
Yeah, and the parade would be.
Yeah.
It's like I've been in New York City for New Year's Eve on many occasions. That never had any desire to go down there.
Are they ever going to stop, or is anyone going to stand up and say, Broadway plays and songs from Broadway shows have no place in a parade? Is anyone ever going to say that?
Well,
Sadly, I think they're like viewers really like that part.
Really?
Yeah.
They stop the parade down.
I mean, they're all lip synced, but it's an opportunity to.
No, it's a band. It's
a
band
commercial.
And the kids.
It's a commercial for Broadway. It's fun.
Well, that's a shame.
It is a shame.
Truly a
Now,
shame.
yesterday in the show, we had a
Write that down.
news story, which we'll get to in a few minutes, about a play that was so offensive, people had to be treated with medical teams.
I got sick.
And it's
Now, is this a real thing, or is it
Yes.
public? Is it a PR thing?
no, it was a thing in Berlin. It's a sold-out opera. And
Oh, yeah.
I remember that one.
violently
Nudity.
ill. Yeah, it was awful. And in any event, coming up today, a lot of interesting stuff. I'm kind of excited about today's show. Some interesting stuff in sports.
I didn't get to tell you what I was so proud of over the weekend.
Just
What were
one,
you
just
so
one,
proud of?
one quick thing. I don't know if you saw
Okay.
this, but the Monday Night Football game, they're still calling penalties, even though the game's over.
There were a lot of penalties.
22.
And Aaron was not
22 penalties.
Not
Turning into the NBA.
That's too many.
Every play.
That's too
Flag.
many.
I went to a
Flag,
high school
flag,
football game
flag.
recently. It was 15-2 penalty-wise. Like, come on. How's
You know
that?
what they call that? A little home cooking.
15 holding calls in the first 3 quarters. It was unbelievable.
Somebody's little handsy.
Yeah, no, somebody didn't
Wouldn't,
know how to
wouldn't
ref.
want that guy dating my daughter.
You know what they say?
Talk about tuning in Tokyo.
There's a. How did that
don't
become
know.
part of the show every day?
What I do.
Will you stop?
You gave it a rest yesterday.
Pat, I want you to work on the song Tuning in Tokyo,
There's
please.
holding on every play, is what I've always been told. Holding on, they could call holding every play.
Really? Well,
Why
they
don't- why
did
don't-
at this game.
if they're getting so upset about it, why don't they just give the guys big mittens?
Like they do in Major League Baseball, sliding mittens or whatever
Yeah.
they wear.
I'm serious. But, in any event, we have some interesting NFL stuff. So you said you accomplished something yesterday?
I replaced my ball cock.
Oh, did you really?
On your
Yes.
toilet?
Yes. Yeah. Well, you do know of anywhere else there's a ball cock?
Yeah.
Thought you went to the hospital.
All right. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Yes, you nasty woman. I did. I heard it hissing, and I thought, well, I can maybe I can do this because
Congratulations.
I can replace any toilet in 15 minutes. I still stand by that.
And by the way, just parenthetical to this discussion, is it what's the name of Mr. Septic's assistant, his cousin? What is it again?
Turd wrench.
Turd wrench Tina.
Turd
Turd Wrench Tina.
Tina,
A
yeah.
lot of requests for the return
yeah.
of Turd Wrench
I
Tina.
know. She's very popular.
We're hoping to see her later in the week.
Oh, sure.
She's the new hit.
And her boss, I guess, it will be back, I think, or later this week.
Oh, the
that
two
right?
of them should. Oh, maybe they'll get together.
Okay. No. Remember, she plays for the other team.
Oh, I don't mean it that way. I meant on screen. I didn't mean
Oh, okay.
together.
Okay.
I don't think she gets along with it. He calls him that sumbitch Ed.
That's
remember?
true.
Okay, yeah.
Well, we're here and we call him some bitch sometimes.
But anyway, I bumped into I got the ball cock out and I turned the water off at the source, for the toilet.
Sure.
There's that little
Yeah.
knob. And the water kept coming out after you turn that off.
Oh.
Evidently, that part is broken.
Oh.
So you go down to the basement
So
and
I
turn
had
off
to go
the
down.
main?
I turned off the at the water softener. That's right.
Yeah.
I make water softener money.
Good for you.
And I came back up, and then I replaced that, and I replaced the ball cock, and
Good for you.
So
we're
it'll be-
crapping away all afternoon.
It'll be interesting to see, but turning off that water, what else that broke. Now, let's...
Oh, God, you think?
No, I'm kidding. Now, are you a water softener rent or own?
Rent? I bought that baby. Lock, stock, and
I think
salt.
we're owners by now, right?
Nice.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
rent. Remember that?
I do remember.
My proudest moment, I rented the TV for like 2.5 years, and I told the finance company when I bought my first car, I said, well, I rent I've never missed a payment. And he goes, that's a red flag when you rent something because that means you can't afford you don't have enough credit to get a finance agreement.
And isn't renting a TV like $80 a week?
It ended up being like a $4,000 TV.
Yeah.
And that was back in 1979. So
Big serious money.
We rented water softeners back in the trailer. My mom would give up anything. She wanted soft water, and they'd bring those big tanks in, those little Culligan Watermen. Yeah. Yeah, we rented for a long time.
Now, coming up, we have some Halloween news, got some Dracula news.
we got Monday Night Football.
Haunted house.
Okay, but right now,
We got playoff baseball, Tom.
Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets.
And they win last night. What do you think of that? Or yesterday
What do
afternoon?
you got now? 3 games in New York now?
Yeah, it's 2-3-2. I don't like that format, but here we go. Yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
I can't do anything about it.
All right. You can listen on your Raycon earbuds, and you can notice that that jingle is even clearer.
That's right.
And how do you get Raycon earbuds again?
It's just this simple, Tom. Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds are oh so easy to get, and now they've been updated. They've added new features as if they couldn't make them any better, but they did. They're even easier to use. Bluetooth syncing is seamless. They have a 32-hour battery life. They have multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with 2 devices at once. They've got the new quick charge function. 10 minutes of charging yields 90 minutes of battery. And the active noise cancellation. And available in new fun colors like blush violet and forest green. And Raycons come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you need to return them, that's pretty easy to. Stop the fuss and the muss. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 20 to 50% off site-wide. You'll get up to 50% off everything on Raycon's website when you go to buyraycon.com/Tom. One more time, that's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Coming up, flag football. Not the flag we wear around your waist, but the referees' flags in the NFL. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here in the grown-up room, as Tom would say. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Just feet from me, live and in person.
See, that's the thing.
I can touch him.
Usually Pat's in the other room. It's like he's at the kids' table at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Where's your other hand, Chrissy? Are you giving him
Hello.
a HJ over the waistband hand?
No.
Could you shut up?
Hello, Josh.
This music is your lottery numbers. 8,
Tune in next week.
11.
32. Hello, Ace. Hey, I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. At
We have mail.
Dude Wipes Sports Desk. We'll find out about Dude Wipes, not just for. We're trying to get a new slogan. It's not just for your
Anus.
gluteal cleft anymore. I'm trying to be a little more delicate.
Well,
Behold.
You can do your
Behold.
do the pits.
you can do the pits.
Behold.
Behold.
Dude wipes.
Behold. Behold, not behold. Behold.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. Behold.
Behold.
Dude wipes.
Yes.
It's very interesting that both a-hole and b-hole can be the same thing.
And
Yeah.
there's a sea-hole.
Yeah.
You know something? Why am I even trying?
There's a D-hole.
There's a D-hole.
Yep.
God, that word makes me laugh so hard.
Well, it's like they have it in Major
Especially when
League,
you're
Major League
called-
Baseball, of course. You've got your DH.
You're called that.
And the second word is head.
Isn't when you say the full B-hole, doesn't that sound dirtier than when you say A-hole?
Absolutely.
I know. It's so odd.
That's because a-hole usually refers to a person.
No, I get that.
And
Yeah.
b-hole is the
Actual
focus
thing.
of the anatomy.
Well, we used to call each other B-hole as if we were calling each other A-hole growing up.
Oh, sure.
But incorrectly, I think it's a little bit dirtier.
Yeah, it is.
A little bit meaner.
Yeah. It sounds a little worse.
Okay, I'm sorry. What were you about to do? Do you have
Dear Chick, you magnificent bastard, you.
Whoa.
I'm in Chicago for work this week. Monday morning, that was yesterday, I ordered a Lyft to get me to my conference. My driver's name turned out to be you.
Oh.
Why you? When he arrived, I opened the door and asked, You? He replied, yes. I replied, me, Ron. He asked, how are you, Ron? I replied, good. How are you? You? You too, replied, he was good. 10 minutes later, I arrived at my conference. You said, okay, Ron, you have a good day. I said, thank you, you too.
Oh.
You Darvish, me chick.
Did you
That's right.
get a kick out of it, you suppose?
I got a kick out of it. Did you? Oh, not
I
me.
don't know if
Did
you got it.
get a kick?
No, the gentleman
like-
whose name is you.
I'm
seemed like
sure.
you got
What
a
is the,
kick out of it.
is you a common name in a certain country? That
I don't know which country. it is.
Yugoslavia.
Ah, okay, good. Good to know.
He looks. You Darvish, I think, is some
But it's
sort
in-
of
it-
Asian descent.
Yes.
It is pronounced you, as opposed to
Why you?
You, letter U, like ooh, font, of course. The former head of the UN. You're aware of that, of course, Pat.
Oh, yeah. During the 1950s, we're coming up around on the 50s again here.
60s. But that's just an unusual name, just a single letter.
Yes.
Like, there's a broadcaster whose first name is A. They just call him A.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know him.
He's a host on NPR. A. He's great. He's a very good broadcaster. But his name is A. But there was a. I don't know if there's any. Are there any other?
Has to be short for something, right? A?
But he calls himself A. Well, he's terrific. But I mean, then there's, of course, there are names that are also just letters, like K, K-A-Y,
Jay,
J, J-A-Y. There you go.
B-hole.
Yeah, BH. Those often show up in connections in the New York Times. But this is kind of interesting. But yeah, ooh was, of course, ooh thought. You're familiar with ooh, of course.
You just said this.
We already talked about this.
Yeah, you know, he went on to become a billionaire. He started a company called U-Haul. Here in the United States, we call it U-Haul.
United States. He just said United States. He got so out
I
there.
wanted to say this joke so badly.
He wanted. You notice his voice sped up. He was heading toward U-Haul. Yeah.
Now there are also people.
Forgot to set up that it was a moving company. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
There are also.
There's a lot wrong with that.
In the United States.
Now there are also people whose first name is me.
Yes, of course.
Yes, that's right.
So you could have you marrying me. It'd be rather confusing.
You and me and me and you.
You.
And we,
No,
And
you.
what ethnicity are these? Is it okay? Is it okay if they get together?
It's okay if anybody wants to get together.
That's right. Love
I
is
know.
love.
For us, let's not forget, other countries out there don't always care for that.
Yeah, I think it's nice when their name reflects their heritage. You know, like that one broadcaster, Mohammed Berkowitz O'Grady. I think he works for NPR.
Yeah, but
let's see now. We have
With that name, you're born to work for NPR.
what's my favorite? Lunchmeat Smurl or something?
Oh, Lakshmi Singh.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that.
Man, she's been around forever.
I say, I tell my play the news headlines because if I say the name, my phone will go off. But yeah, she's right there, man. Playing.
Yeah.
Just read me the news.
time now to review some of the things, the top 3 things we learned in yesterday's show.
Is that right? Count them down, Tom. Number 3.
You got a letter from Julie Dick Fudge,
I did.
and that's her real name. She is the daughter of the great Patsy Cline.
What a pleasure to get
Julie
that.
Yes.
But that's
so
actually her
nice.
name. We're not.
Very exciting.
We had a photograph of 12-year-old chick that we. Did you post that?
Oh, yeah. It's up on the
delightful.
The Chick McGee on Instagram.
He's a bruiser.
And he
I
in
was
fact,
a bruiser and a husky, and yeah.
we had a news story about breakdancing, and there's actually an ailment from head spinning.
What's it called? Head hole?
Yes, it is
Something like
called
that.
head
Was
hole.
it head hole?
H-O-L.
That's like-
Head spin hole,
It's
yeah.
like butthole.
It is a similar, but
head
the
hole's
other
dirtier.
side.
We have a theme, and we didn't even know it.
Okay.
Head hole connected to
The butthole connected to a day hole.
the deal.
I weighed in on how much I dislike the stage play "Hello, Dolly." What is
Well, you are violently
Entertained
opposed
many
to that.
people
Were
over
you
the
like
years.
touched in a bad way during?
No,
Hello,
it's just
Dolly,
it's as
It was yelled at or something.
It's as unsexy, and Carol Channing is.
I find
He
this
doesn't like
interesting
Carol
because, as
Channing.
we've covered in previous shows, for those of you who are listeners, he fell in love with a couple of his mom's bridge partners.
Yeah,
You know
of
them.
course.
And he would crawl under the table and look up their dresses.
None of this is true, but
Yeah.
While stealing their Brock's Bridge mix.
That's right. Hello, Margaret. I'll put these in my mouth. Will you put this in your mouth? Was
none of
he'd
that
say?
happened. We had a nice visit with comedian Nick Novicki, and he's out there. I think he's got a couple more gigs with Mr.
Nate.
Yeah, with Nate. Just a couple more.
Bargatze,
Then that
yeah.
tour is going to be over for Mr. Bargatze. And then we had a nice Warren report from Greg Warren. I saw Greg over the weekend in Louisville. Great great time at the Caravan of Comedy. And terrific show. That reminds me, speaking of big shows.
In case you're wondering.
No, the sign now says the Caravan of Comedy.
It absolutely does not.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
I haven't been there in 3 years.
$1,000? No, it's $1,000.
No, I don't care.
I have a photograph of it.
I just simply don't care enough.
Does it say home of Josh Arnold, like the
They
corporation
have a
sign?
plaque, yeah.
That would be cool.
Josh was here.
I don't think they do that at any of the, even the, like, Jerry Seinfeld was here or something. Or this was his home club.
No, they'll have headshots up, like signed
Yeah, right.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm sorry. The Caravan Comedy Club, Josh, right there. There you go. Now,
the Caravan Comedy Club? Yeah.
Okay. But it is a caravan of comedy. It's a carousel of comedians. I was just trying to give a nice plug to Greg, and then what I was trying to do.
But it was annoying. That's why
I was trying to plug Godwin's show, but no, I'm not going to mention the fact.
Mason City this weekend, Mason City Limits in Mason City, Illinois. Not Iowa.
Mason City, Illinois, with Pat Godwin this Saturday. Okay. And anything else you'd like to review?
God, no.
We could review.
I cut it down for you.
If you were a New York sports fan yesterday, boy, you had a great day. Well, unless you were the Jets fans, of course. But if you were Buffalo, New York, how about that, huh? See? I got you covered.
Oh.
Mets.
Mets.
Bills.
Mets, Yankees, Bills all win. How about that?
Jets, not so much.
Did not. Yeah, but I said that.
If you're a New York fan.
Are you? Is this going to be one of those mornings where you about half listened? What am I saying?
Yeah, right?
I'm sorry, did you say something? I'm busy over here doing something.
Juan Soto, home run. What's your favorite flavor? Soto.
I like the one.
Juan Soto.
I'll have one, please.
Oh, this is exciting. Juan Soto homered during New York's three-run inning during New York's three-run third, and Carlos Rodon got his first postseason win.
That's what Rodon sounds like?
That's what Rodon sounds like.
I did not know that.
Did you hear Carlos Rodon's,
I
Tom?
thought he was a sculptor.
Carlos Rodon.
Is it Rodon? I always thought it was Rodin. Auguste Rodin.
This is a picture.
Oh, you're talking about the sculptor?
You are so worried about appearing intellectual.
No, I'm
Someone who's worried.
I'm over here picking my nose. I'm sorry. I'm dripping over here.
Hey, Cleveland had 5 wild pitches.
Wow.
That seems like too many. They're wild.
That's wild.
Yankees win 5-2, Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. Cleveland became only the second team to throw a pair of run-scoring wild pitches in a postseason inning. Oh, and tied a postseason record with 5 wild pitches overall. Francisco Lindor.
The chocolate bear.
Chocolate bear,
Sure,
yeah.
And Mark Vientos. Excuse me, can you tell me where the Vientos is?
It is next to the biblioteca.
Thank you very much. They homered as the Mets stopped the Dodgers' record-tying postseason scoreless streak. The Mets win 7-3.
Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets.
Step right up and greet the Mets. Hello!
Men in jock straps in locker rooms. Look at the cleavage on that man's ass.
That's very specific.
I was wondering where he would go if I didn't interrupt. And I guess
You knew it was going
I guess we found it. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills overcame a Hail Mary full of grace. Touchdown throw by Aaron Rodgers. The first half ended. He did it again. He throws a lot of those. It's a shame it didn't win. I don't mean that. The Bills win 23-20 last night and take control of the AFC East. Josh threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another score, and Tyler Bass
Fish.
made up for an earlier miss by kicking a go-ahead 22-yard field goal with 3:43 left to help the Bills snap a 2-game skid. And the Jets kicker, Zerline, could not make a kick to save his ass. Here's Aaron after the game at the presser. He had some problems with the referees, Tom.
Yeah, it seemed a little ridiculous. Some of them seemed really bad, including the roughing the passer on me. That's not roughing the passer.
Good for you,
Might as well
Aaron.
play sarcastic ball if we're going to call those things. And I thought the one on Kinlaw was not roughing the passer either.
There you go. Too many. You mentioned
22.
22 penalties.
Well, at least the cuter quarterback won.
You think so?
Oh, God, yeah. Josh Allen?
Josh Allen's cuter than Aaron Rodgers?
Yes.
Aaron could be a movie star,
No, I think Josh Allen.
But Aaron has a certain gravitas, don't you think?
He's a
serious kind of guy.
Human being, I'm sure.
If you mean by gravitas, you mean prick. I think you've got it nailed.
He just acknowledged the fact that the call that was against him, he didn't think it was necessary. Let him play the game. It's become flag football. Penalty.
Guess who was at the game at the Yankee Stadium game last night? Guess who? America's couple.
Oh, it has to be Taylor and Travis then.
Taylor and Tay and Trav.
Oh.
They like to watch baseball too.
I was going to guess.
Who are you going to guess?
Diddy and Justin Bieber.
Diddy's not going to a game for a very long time.
Oh, what, did I miss something?
Yeah.
Remember, Diddy's not going to no game.
No.
For quite a while. They were at Yankee Stadium for game one of the ALCS. Between the Guardians and the Yankees, the famous couple sat together in a suite down the right field line. Kelsey went to high school. Tom, would you care to...
Cleveland Heights High School?
Cleveland Heights, Ohio. It was the second major sporting event they've attended in New York City over the past 5+ weeks. They were also at the U.S. Open in Queens. And the rumor is they are engaged.
Well, good for them. Have fun.
Oh.
And the Guardians fans were upset with Travis because they were laughing at one point when the Yankees were scoring runs. And apparently the Cleveland fans took exception with that.
Oh, God.
Cheering for the Yankees.
Get a life, okay? Let them do what they want to do. Leave them alone. Coming up, Pat, I'm very excited about this. We have, as you know, one of Chick's favorite artists within certain parameters is Elton John.
Oh, one of mine, too.
We have a tremendously weird Elton John story coming up.
Yeah.
Really kind of not just weird. That's all I can say about it. And not in a bad way, just weird.
He kissed a woman?
Very odd.
Well, he married one, remember?
Well, yeah, his engineer.
You don't think they kissed?
Remember her name?
I kind of don't.
Renee.
Was it Renee?
I think it was Renata, wasn't it?
Renata, you're right.
Renata.
Her nickname was Peg.
And actually...
Renata making love tonight.
Yeah.
Renata's father owned boats, and every year they had a
regatta?
A regatta.
The Renata Regatta?
The Renata Regatta. They named it after her.
And then when it came to making love, he said, I'm not a...
For brunch, they had a...
frittata.
And for birthdays, of course, they always had a
pinata.
Naturally, there would be one there.
That's what they got the idea for Makuna Matata, whatever the hell that is.
And Zapata's in there somewhere.
Yeah, well, very good. Very good.
Viva Zapata.
Very, very nice. Thank you very much. Hey, speaking of football and having some fun, now we're going to have our Bob and Tom Pigskin Picks winner coming up. And by the way, I'll remind you to go to bobandtom.com/contest and do yourself a favor. Enter to win that $500 gift card from our buddy Steven Singer Jewelers. Speaking of having fun in the world of sports, Chick McGee, tell me more about Prize Picks.
We are in the heart of football season, and Prize Picks, the best place to get real money sports action while watching football. Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to everybody, and the app, oh so easy to use. Just pick 2 or more players across any sport, then pick more or less on their projection, and you could win up to 100 times your money. Your lineup can have a player from football, baseball, hockey if you want. Prize Picks even invented Flex Play, so you can still cash out even if one of your picks does not hit. Check out prizepicks.com or just download the Prize Picks app today and use the code TOM and get a $50 credit instantly when you play $5. That's code TOM on Prize Picks to get $50 credit instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's all guaranteed. That's Prize Picks. Run your game. You must be present in certain states where it's lawful to wager. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Coming up, we have Mr. Godwin with a special tribute to Elton John and a lot of other interesting things coming up in the news. Chris, do you want to give me a little teaser on one of those babies?
Well, you already talked about the Elton John. We have an interesting offer for somebody if they want to get a tattoo. Pandas are coming, and...
Oh, I'd love to see a panda come.
I hope you guys got to see the...
It's unbelievable.
Would you like to see that?
Yeah, no, could we?
Never.
You mean arrived?
I'd like to see it.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'd go out to the airport and meet him. What did you think I meant?
jizz.
Does anybody have a sledgehammer we could hit him in the face with?
You know they make this noise.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, hello, hello. Tuesday starts the weekend. Yeah. Anybody?
Party. Sure, yeah.
Party?
Party down.
Sweet
Or
pie.
party up, whatever you want to do.
Party down.
Now, we were checking in with some of the stuff. I wanted to review one thing I promised I'd get to that I forgot about. We had a really disturbing story yesterday involving an opera, of all things.
Yeah.
In Berlin, and it sold out, but apparently it was so disturbing that people had to be treated by
Medical professionals
as they left. It's an opera called Sancta.
There's a lot of live piercing and sex
it's unbelievably pretentious. An all-female cast, quote here, portraying nuns partially or fully naked.
Why do they have to be nuns? Come on.
They're just trying to be outrageous, and it has live piercing during the play, which is incredibly stupid. And this, and I'm not even sure what this means. I guess I know. It's the quote unsimulated sexual intercourse.
That means they're actually having sex up there.
Unsimulated.
Yeah.
And this is a so-called opera. By the way, previous performances have included, I'm reading this verbatim, sword swallowing, tattooing, masturbation, and action paintings like Jackson Pollock, that fake art.
That's not fake art.
No, it's just bad art. Made with blood and fresh excrement.
Oh, man.
I mean, this is just all they're just trying to be is just completely and ridiculously outrageous.
Yes.
But according to this news account, they had to have, this says, required medical treatment for severe nausea. So,
Yeah,
there
but
you go. How was the play?
Got the attention it was wanting. We're talking about it.
Yeah, but let's be honest, don't people really dislike opera anyway? They just go to make someone else happy.
It's a particular taste. Not
I
everyone.
think it grows on you. I enjoy a little opera every
You
now
do?
and then.
Like a fungus?
Okay.
My dad loved it. Went every Monday to the Met.
Did he really?
Drove the 2 hours. Yep.
I bet he
Had one ticket.
Oh, that's so
Forever.
sweet.
Yeah.
I wonder who he was
Maybe he had 2 tickets.
going to see there at the opera.
Cosi fan toot.
Who's that?
Every now and then on the
Famous
Symphony
opera.
Channel.
Was
they'll
that
play some opera.
Beverly Sills, famous aria?
She was a famous opera singer.
Singer.
But in this case, I mean, again, so-called action paintings made with fresh excrement. Come on. Seriously.
We heard you the first time.
I know, I'm just saying, this is such bad art.
And they're singing in German. Can you imagine how lovely
And again, as
that
I
is?
said, it's not over till the fat lady takes a dump.
Okay.
That's one of the greatest reviews, I think, of all time. When they say it's not over till the fat lady sings. That just sort of says it all. It's time now to return to the Bob and Tom Sports Desk. We call it the Dude Wipes Sports Desk. Why do we call it that, Jake McGee?
Because Dude Wipes. Oh, you need to jettison that toilet paper. Are you still using toilet paper? Oh, I feel bad for you. Dump that roll because wet cleans better than dry, and that's Dude Wipes, and that's just good science. Try Dude Wipes for the best clean, pants down.
Pat, big come on like a jingle, like dump that roll, dump that roll, dump that roll, dump that roll. Dude Wipes.
Dump that roll.
Dude Wipes.
Or we could do a song. What were you doing?
I was
Like a
trying to
chant.
Cheer or something.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to do.
Dump that roll.
Well,
Dump that roll.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. Do you want to hear a song from Pat, or do you want to do some sports?
The flashy new, they call it the Intuit Dome. Are you into it? The Intuit Dome opened its doors to basketball fans for the first time Monday night at the Clippers hosted a preseason game against the Mavs. The arena has been hosting concerts since August, but this is the first time the $2 billion vision of owner Steve Ballmer has been used for basketball. Fans streamed in through the doors using Facial recognition. A double-sided halo board showed photos, videos, stats, and more. And the Clippers, one of 3 tenants at the old Crypto.com arena, along with the Lakers and the Kings. Now, of course, the Clippers are the only tenants at the Intuit Dome.
Josh, your thoughts on having to have your face recognized by a computer while going into a sporting event?
Yeah, don't care for it, but that's a losing battle, I feel.
I'm sure the Chinese
be everywhere.
I'm sure the Chinese now have a profile of every single person who's gone in there.
There's no doubt about that. What they're doing with it is what we need to be concerned with.
People are all worried about that. Please stop it. It's too late. You should have been worried about this, 10 years ago? 15 years ago? Yeah. A Sherpa teenager. Oh, is this world record?
Most people, I think, are going to like it.
It will shave like 20 minutes off checking in.
I mean, I'll be honest. I like it on my phone.
Yeah, I do.
When you log into things just with Face ID.
Right.
But I think it'd be nicer if it also made some judgments.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
What do you mean, like helped you out? Like,
Yeah, like it'd go.
Are you sure you want to do this?
You'd go turn your phone on. It would go, "Hey, Josh, maybe it's time to trim that beard." Just,
I see.
maybe or complimentary
Little, tips.
Josh, you're looking so handsome today.
How about
well,
when
thank you.
How about when you sign in? Wow, you were with bald, huh, Tom?
Oh.
One of those, huh? Why not?
Sure, that's witty.
Well, I think you hurt his feelings.
Just as good as you need to trim that beard.
I'm just saying.
Baldy.
I have a weather app that does that.
I insult you before they give you the weather.
What?
I never cared for that.
Yeah, it has little phrases.
It tells you how great you're doing today, or
Yeah,
what?
Just a lot of weird stuff on
All
it.
right.
It's called, I hesitate to mention this because of Tom. For instance, today it's 42 degrees and cloudy. Check local listings.
Yeah.
And then it says, "Where's your God now?"
What?
It says it's partly moony right now. Okay.
Yeah, I don't
And
care
then
for
every
that
now
at
and
all.
then it'll say, "My good Lord, it's moony out." Stuff like that.
Odd.
Oh, yeah, it's the Carrot app.
Work on the weather.
I live. But you just want the weather. You don't want.
Yes.
It just goes to show you that anyone can be a stand-up comedian. A Sherpa. Oh, hang on.
Stupid world record.
A Sherpa teenager, which is called a Sherpa teen. I know. Has become the youngest person to scale all of the
Serpentine
world's Serpentine fire. 14 highest peaks. Nima Rinji Sherpa reached the 26,000.
By the way, that's I didn't know
Sherpas
this.
get a Sherpa at the end of their name?
I think they're all named Sherpa.
Yes.
Or do you have to be named Sherpa to become a Sherpa?
No. I think Sherpa, your name comes first, and then you're a Sherpa.
Gotcha.
So Nima did it?
I would imagine that sometimes there's a Sherpa who doesn't want to go into the family business.
All right.
There must
I
be.
would think, because he wants to sing.
No, Papa.
I have no son.
And then the old man,
to be a dentist.
old man Sherpa will say, "If you're not
Ernie.
climbing, you're not my son." And
No,
then the
when you hear the
teen
name-
Sherpa will go, "I want to sing, Papa."
Sing, Papa.
A Sherpa is born. We'll have to get to this when we come back.
All right.
And by the way, if he's going to sing, I want him to sing the name of this mountain because it's it's so singable, if
Oh,
you
it
will.
is. It is. Yeah, it sounds like an old doo-wop song.
Yeah, it's coming up. We've got amazing stuff from SpaceX and also the Conquer Championships. Conker.
I respectively, fully, with all the respect for you I can muster, I'm not going to do that story. I don't know what it is. I want you to. I lost.
I can do it if you want me to.
Perfect. That would be perfect.
See, if you'd read ahead, you know what it is. It's a British tradition.
Yeah.
Mr.
but
Anglophile.
I don't believe that for a second.
You don't?
I think they put that out there so you can't get to the real British traditions.
Buggery.
But
When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.